You're standing in front of a closet or garage looking at stuff. So I used to work retail, and one thing they taught us on day one was this: inventory is a liability. Basically, any product sitting in the back room. That's money that's just stuck. It's not in the bank, it's in a box, taking up space, doing nothing. And if that product sits there too long, it loses value. It goes out of style, it expires, it gets damaged, whatever. The goal in retail is to keep inventory as low as possible while still having what customers need. And one day, I'm staring at my garage full of camping gear I haven't used in 3 years. And I'm like, wait, my house is basically a warehouse, and I've been running it like the worst business ever. Okay, so stick with me here because this is going to change how you see your stuff. In business, inventory is money that's locked up. It's cash you spent that you can't use for anything else until you sell the thing. So if a store buys 100 shirts for $10 each, that's $1,000 that's just sitting there, not making money, not growing, just existing as shirts. The faster they sell those shirts, the faster that money becomes actual money again that they can use. Makes sense, right? Now think about your house. Every single thing you own, you paid money for it. And now it's just there. That treadmill you bought for $800. That's $800 that's currently shaped like a treadmill instead of being in your bank account. Those shoes you wore once, that's $120 in shoe form. All those kitchen gadgets you never used, that's probably like $300 worth of stuff taking up drawer space. You spent the money, but the money's not doing anything for you anymore. It's just inventory. And here's the kicker: unlike a business, you're not going to sell most of this stuff. So that money, it's basically gone. But it gets worse, because inventory doesn't just cost you the money you paid for it. It costs you in other ways too. Storage costs. That camping gear in my garage, I'm paying for garage space. If I lived in an apartment, I might be paying for a storage unit. Even if you own your house, every square foot costs money. Property taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance. So when you fill your house with stuff, you're literally paying rent for your stuff to live there. Time costs, more stuff equals more time cleaning, organizing, moving things around, looking for things. I timed myself once. I spent 20 minutes looking for a specific screwdriver in my tool drawer. 20 minutes? You know how much a screwdriver costs? Like $3. I basically paid myself -$dollars per hour to own too many screwdrivers. Mental costs. Clutter is exhausting. Every time you look at that pile of stuff you need to deal with, your brain is like, I should do something about that. It's taking up mental space even when you're not thinking about it. Opportunity costs. This is the big one. Every dollar you spent on stuff you don't use is a dollar you didn't save, didn't invest, didn't spend on something you actually care about. That $800 treadmill could have been a trip somewhere, or 3 months of your electric bill, or just sitting in an account earning interest. So last year I decided to run an experiment. I treated my garage like a business and did an actual inventory check. I made a spreadsheet, wrote down everything, estimated what I paid for it, estimated what it's worth now. It was depressing. I had about $4,000 worth of stuff in there. Tools, camping gear, sports equipment, boxes of random things. Current value if I sold it all. Maybe $800, so I'd basically set $3,200 on fire and then stored the ashes in my garage. And I was still paying to keep it. My garage is like 200 square feet. In my area, that space adds maybe $15,000 to my home value, which means I'm paying property tax on it and insurance, and I heat and cool the house, which includes that space. So every year, I'm spending real money to store stuff I don't use that already lost most of its value. This is insane, right? Like, if this was a business, you'd fire whoever was in charge of inventory. But it's just me. I'm the one who did this. Here's what businesses do when they want to be efficient. Just-in-time inventory. They only order what they need when they need it. They don't keep 50 extra units just in case. They keep like 3. And they router when they get low. This keeps costs down. Less storage. Less money tied up. Less risk of stuff going bad. Now, obviously, you can't run your house exactly like a business. You're not going to order a single fork every time you need to eat. But you can ask yourself, how much backup stuff do I actually need? Do I need 20 coffee mugs? Or would 6 be fine? Do I need 3 winter coats? Or is 1 good one enough? Do I need to own a ladder I use once a year? Or could I borrow one or rent one? Here's my rule now. I try to keep my inventory as close to what I actually use as possible. If I haven't used something in a year, it's excess inventory. It's a liability. Either I find a use for it in the next month, or it goes. Sell it, donate it, trash it. Doesn't matter. It needs to leave, because keeping it is costing me money. After my garage inventory, I got rid of a lot. Old camping gear I hadn't used in years, gone. Sold most of it for like $200 total. Tools I had duplicates of. Kept the good one, donated the rest. Boxes of cables and old electronics. Recycled? Sports equipment for sports I don't play anymore. Donated. Random half-empty paint cans. Hazardous waste pickup. By the time I was done, my garage was like it's 60% empty. And you know what happened? Nothing bad. I haven't needed any of that stuff. Not once. But I have enjoyed actually being able to park my car in the garage, finding things easily, not feeling guilty every time I walk past the clutter, having extra money from selling stuff. The stuff I got rid of wasn't helping me. It was just there, being a liability. You don't have to empty your whole house today. Start with one area, a closet, a drawer, a shelf. Do a mini inventory. What's here? When did I last use it? What did I pay for it? What's it worth now? Be honest. That bread maker you used once 3 years ago. Liability. Those clothes that don't fit but you're keeping just in case. Liability. That box of college textbooks. Major liability. Then ask, if this stuff disappeared tomorrow, would my life actually be worse? If the answer is no, it's time for it to go. And yeah, it's gonna feel wasteful. You're gonna think, but I paid good money for this. You did. And that money is already gone. Keeping the thing doesn't get your money back. All it does is cost you more. Here's the thing about treating your home like a business. Businesses don't keep stuff around for sentimental reasons. They don't keep stuff because maybe someday. They don't keep stuff because it was expensive. They keep stuff that serves a purpose. That's it. And I'm not saying you have to be cold and ruthless with everything. Keep your sentimental stuff. Keep your hobbies. Keep things you love. But the random excess, the just-in-case pile, the stuff you forgot you even had, that's not serving you, it's costing you. Inventory is a liability. And the less liability you have, the more freedom you have. Try it. Pick one space this week and treat it like a business inventory check. I bet you find at least $500 worth of stuff you don't need sitting around doing nothing. If this clicked for you, subscribe to Raveling Money. We make videos about the money stuff nobody talks about. Drop a comment and tell me the weirdest thing you're holding onto just in case. I want to hear your inventory disasters. All right, I'm going to go look at my basement now. Wish me luck.